Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to round 3 of 8 here for this standard SCG Premier IQ hosted by Nerd Rage Gaming. I'm your host, Andrew Donnelly. With me, my co-host, Matt Hausler.
What up?
And we're going to get live here on our feature match area. We've got Jim Cecere versus Matthew Tickal in round 3. Jeskai Dark versus Esper Tokens.
Little Grixis white for Jim.
Yeah, man.
Little Mardu blue.
Seems pretty good, baby.
Gotta love it. Matthew
Mardu
Tickal.
blue.
Mar blue.
Man, can you smell that pizza?
I can.
I'm starving.
This was a very poorly strategically placed feature booth.
What, really?
Because all I can smell is just
the
delicious food.
I had a bag.
As we still have not eaten yet.
We haven't. We have not had our lunch yet, and we're deep into this matchup. But you know what? I'll be honest. I wanted to see good standard today, and I've not been disappointed.
So far, so good. Absolutely.
Yeah, round 1 and rounds 2 have been great.
Great matches. Decided in 3.
I've been having a blast. We got to figure out what we're going to do here with these guys.
Oh, I already know. I already know what I'm doing.
Yeah, I got my high-end markers ready to go. We're going to alter some dragon tokens, then raffle those off a little bit later in the broadcast.
Faux show. Players deciding whether to keep or ship their 7, but also rolling to see who goes first. Mr. Tickal not happy with his 7.
Doesn't like the hand,
I believe Jim is ready to go, though.
So this is a new match that we haven't had on camera yet. This one that Matthew Tickal's on this Esper Tokens list.
Yeah. I've seen it. It's pretty fringy, but
yeah,
it's getting there. It's got a lot of quality threats. You've got your Hangerback Walkers, Wingmate Rock, Gideon, Sorens, and the real token pusher, Secure the Waste.
Yeah,
is in this deck
for sure.
So I mean, its end goal is pretty clear.
Yeah.
With its color option, you get access to a lot of removal, some draw card spells. I mean, yeah, like this is how Magic works. I mean, this is a Magic deck. You're playing creatures. You've got interaction. I'm on board.
It's a normal Magic deck.
It's an Esper deck I can appreciate.
Oh, jeez.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because it plays creatures.
Played accompanied by 0. Nope. One counterspell in the main deck.
There it is.
In the form of Dispel.
So Tickal's okay with this. We're going to see a Mystic Monastery come out for Jim.
That's a good start for the 4-color Jeskai deck.
I'd say so.
Yeah. 3 of 4 colors unlocked. Matthew Tickal going to lead off with a Prairie Stream.
God, if Jim's got a play here where he just runs out of Jace, that'll be fantastic.
It would be a nice start.
No, going to go with the second Mystic Monastery, so really wants all the colors online.
Yeah, it's not a bad start. I mean, get these tap lands out of the way early so that everything else is just action on time.
Yeah. I'll say it before. I'll say it again, as I've said it before. I see a Painful Truce.
Yep.
In one of these players' hands, and that card seems
Painful
good.
Truce, Secure the Waste, Duress, Hangerback.
Hangerback Walker.
See, the issue here for Matt is that he's playing a fetch land.
Yeah.
I believe he's pretty short on mana, as well as prioritizing having access to his colors over searching for basics that make his later lands better. So this fetch might be reserved for another, dual land, Sunken Hollow, perhaps. So, and this is something we see in this new standard, where it's possible that just sometimes the mana is clunky for the early turns.
Sure.
But most of the time, it just comes together perfectly. So,
I assume we're going to see a Manus Rider come in. That's why Matthew Tickal's down to 17, then down to 16 after his own fetch.
That's a bash.
I think Matt adjusted his life die total before the judge did, even though we weren't using really the dice before, since we're getting straight updates from the table.
Sure.
Fairly interesting, as he was like already adjusting it to 17 while Jim was still resolving his fetch.
Yep, he knows
knowing what was on the way.
He knows how it works. He finds Prairie Stream number 2.
Interesting.
So this allows us a Knight of the White Orchid, perhaps, which is that's what it looks like he's on. Again, he needed to fetch a dual land with his fetch land because it could not naturally find planes.
Yeah.
But Knight of the White Orchid unlocks that for him.
Do you remember when this card was extremely popular?
Yes.
And played 24/7 in white decks? Like,
it was
card
ridiculous.
was really good back
it was
in
ridiculous.
The original formats back
because it always finds you a plains.
Yes.
It's not. I mean, it might as well just say go find a plains. Sure. Why even have this ridiculous?
Why even had the clause for
yeah? Just find a plains, guy.
Jim's gonna find his Jace.
Menace Rider connecting again in the air. Let's see what the follow-up for Tickle's going to be. He finds a flooded strand. And it looks like we're just going to play a hanger back on the 1.
Okay.
And not very eager to send in that 2/2 first strike knight against a 3/3 Flying Vigilance Haste creature.
Yeah. For 3. No, that seems fine.
So Menace Rider is pretty good.
I'd say so.
Seems. As it's just holding everything Matthew's bringing back. Jim gonna fetch here for a basic, which now unlocks his battle lands to enter untapped.
Do you think Matthew's gonna try to pump the hanger back? Like, what's the play with this hanger back here? Or is it just to give an extra body?
I think, yeah. I think we're just extending, and I mean, this hanger back I think needs to just build up for Thopters.
Okay.
We need to find a way to kind of edge the aggression from this Menace Rider off. Although we do have a Wingmate Rock on the way, if we find that 5th land.
Right.
But this is Jeskai Black, so sure enough, we've got some removal in hand anyway.
I mean, this Menace Rider's just going to town.
As Menace Rider will do. No flyers yet for Tickle.
So there's going to be a fetch here.
Gonna fetch. I imagine we're finding. Again, we might have to just grab a dual land. Might have to get a Sunken Hollow if we got it.
Yeah.
Yep. So Black is unlocked for us finally. Ideally, we have something to deal with Menace Rider. And if not, I believe we're just looking to Painful Truths to find something to deal with Menace Rider.
Or you think he'll go for the Duress? Oh, this is nice. So now the Wingmate Rock is timely. Yeah. If we decide to play that, or we can Duress this turn.
Yeah, we're taking our turn off to play it.
And then keep up a 3-token Secure the Waste.
Sure. It's not bad. It's not a bad line here, actually.
And then, oh, okay. So I see now what we're trying to. This makes more sense to me. So this if we decide to go for a 3-token Secure the Waste after this, it allows us to build up the board state. We play the Wingmate Rock after probably successful attack from the tokens or Hangerback Walker, and then start gaining some life back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then
and also we have a way to deal with Menace Rider. So in response to our duress, we are fetching for a Sunken Hollow, not a Prairie Stream.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes more sense to me.
God, double Mystic Monastery on turns 1
and 2.
I
believe we're going to see a firing off of some spells from our hand before duress can take them.
Okay.
I believe Utter End's reserved for that Hangerback.
Yep.
And perhaps a Fiery Impulse is going to hit that night. Can't say for sure, but that's what I'm thinking. Nope, just going to let him have his pick of one of 2 Fiery Impulse or a Dig Through Time.
So what would you... Yeah, you're taking the Dig, obviously, right? Is that what you take? Yes. I don't think you care about the Fiery Impulses that much.
No, not anymore.
Right. Play an additional land here from our hands. That'll be the Plains.
And yeah, we now have secure for 3.
Yep.
We are still taking some damage here, and Jace is going to flip. Matthew says, yep. That Jace is clear for launch.
The discard that you play mainboard, like these Duresses or Despises, just not that great against old Jace.
Yeah, no. It's kind of unfair if you think about it.
I mean, it does seem a little rough.
It seems a little unfair as now all these things in our graveyard are recastable. Menace Rider still just beating in the air.
Yeah.
And as we get to the end step, I think we're still deciding what Jace is doing. Looks like we're gonna downtick.
Gonna dig?
Looks like we want to dig. Yeah. We're gonna exile a majority of our yard.
Yep.
We're leaving Utter End as another potential option later. And yeah, we now get to dig through time, well, even though we just arrested.
Seems fine.
Yeah, it seems totally fair.
Totally not broken.
Thanks, Jace.
Magic fair and balanced currently.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks like in response to dig through time, we are going to be
securing the waste.
Getting some warriors. And now dig is good to go. We can certainly put any dispels or other counter spells we find on the bottom now. Looks like we got some lands. Crackling Doom. Hard to see what else. Seeing some red cards. We're going to take a Soulfire Grandmaster. And I believe that's a Dragon Master Outcast at the end. He's thinking about it. No, went for something else.
Yeah.
So find some quality threats. Off a Dig Through Time he was previously unable to cast. And guess what? We still have more plays on the way. Here's a Soulfire.
Jeez.
And I still have mana up for a Fiery Impulse.
Seems strong.
Good plays here from the Jeskai black deck.
Deck's good, man.
Took on tap. I think we'd like to find something like, you know, Sorin.
Yeah.
But I think Wingmate Rock is just gonna have to do here as a consolation.
Here's an attack.
Knight of the White Orchid. Definitely bluffing some sort of trick. But really just looking to raid here.
This is interesting that he decided to not go in with any of the tokens. Jim going to gain 2 off the Soulfire.
Well, they are better when we have a Wingmate Rock out.
Yes.
And are actually getting more value off of just running into you know, a Soulfire or just getting eaten by a Mana Strider. So the tokens are a mountain here. We have ways to finally roadblock Mana Strider, but we now have ways to not also flashback our spells, but repeat them in the form of Soulfire Grandmaster. Jace, I believe, is just going to tick up here. Not many other options. And I assume we just want to shrink, you know, probably Wingmate Rock.
Yep.
Going to go for the token instead. Looks like we have Tassiger in hand. Still a Fiery Impulse as well. And we're just going to go ahead and Crackling Doom. And that will have to force Tickal to sack Wingmate Rock.
That's pretty brutal.
That makes some sense.
Wingmate Rock's going to go. So we still have a blocker.
Tickal down
just
4.
now can't gain the life.
We have a blocker. It just doesn't even kill Mana Strider, though, as where normally it would.
Not to mention if he decides to block with the token, Mana Strider hits it, we could Fiery Impulse if we so chose.
Sure. Impulse and Tassiger in the grip for Jim. Tickal with Painful Truth and Secure the Waste, which are looking pretty terrible right now. And here comes an attack for 3.
Can't take it.
I think you just have to chump block with your token. Or you can concede this game, because it does seem pretty unwinnable.
Yeah.
You could just take the damage and see what he has to follow up. Yeah, he's going to block. It will get Fiery Impulsed after it dies.
Correct. after it's been thrown.
Causing it to die, even though it's already dead.
After it's been thrown from the table.
Took a gun on tap. I think he can truce himself, put himself to 1. But I'm not sure he's finding much here to get himself out of this one. Duke Boy's in a jam now. Figuring out mana. Getting that Painful Truce ready.
I guess we could like Painful Truce for 2?
Yeah, we don't have to hurt ourselves.
Right, we don't have to go completely all the way down, but I mean, we still want to make sure that we get... Whoa.
Matthew Tickal showing his inner DJ skills.
So is he... It's going to be painful for 1.
2.
2, correct.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
We're going to draw 2, lose 2.
Yep. So he's going to be down to 2.
We find land 7. We have a Secure online for 3.
I don't think that's
an Utter End.
Utter End's not bad.
It hurts us. It puts us to 1.
Right.
It's not terrible, but it's our out, so I guess we're going to do it.
We got... Oh, God, this is going to be brutal if there's a negate.
Utter End for Mana Strider is a go.
Oh, I mean, we're still dead.
Yeah,
no. Fiery Impulse?
No. Fiery Impulse can't touch us.
Oh.
It can kill our creature. We're going at Jace. Jace cannot repeat a spell here, which is nice. We cannot Doom. Good awareness on Tickal there to attack Jace.
Yeah.
Again, he's just playing to his outs here. Jace going to tick up. That is a 0-1 warrior. It is going to block. I assume you're attacking. Yep. Gain 2. No way to kill you yet. Past the turn. Can we draw something?
What looking for off the top? That's a knight. What is that? A Gideon?
I mean, an Elspeth maybe would be nice,
sure.
but that's
gone.
So
here comes.
Yeah, I mean, Obnob is pretty terrible. A Gideon would be okay. Another Wingmate Rock, maybe.
So we got another defender here.
We find a Knight.
But Ojutai's command going to seal the deal.
Yeah, that is one countered creature. Perhaps. Perhaps it's a countered creature and I'm going to draw a card.
So modes are counter and draw. Secure the waste in response.
That's going to give me a solid 4 more soldiers. Warriors, sorry.
Warriors.
Big difference.
Always. Gosh.
Big difference.
I'm surprised. Tickal's kind of stabilized here in this.
He has. He's, again, making sure Jace can't repeat a Crackling Doom.
Right.
And clearly lining up his blocks against the Soulfire Grandmaster.
The 4-for-1 block.
So we're a fetching.
I mean, he really wants you to know that he's going to block that Soulfire Grandmaster.
He's gonna continue to play the game.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Even at 1 life, in the face of utter defeat.
Yeah, this seems kind of deja vu to me. I feel like we've seen Tickal down and out before, and he just does not give up.
He will not.
If there's an out to find, he will find it.
He's not going to relinquish this match quite as easily as
again. I think Soren here is his. I think that'd be huge. If
I think Soren's gigantic here.
That's what he's looking for. Again, Wingmate Rock is okay. And a 1-drop Tasigur is also okay.
Yep.
I'm going to make sure to keep my Crackling Doom in the yard.
Just in case I need to kill you.
Just in case there's any confusion there. Do I have mana to activate him? Sure do.
Tickal apparently notifying the table judge that he did not think he was going to be alive for this long.
That's fair. I mean, he's doing it, though.
He is doing it. What do we draw off the top? A Hangerback Walker.
It's a big Hangerback.
Welcome to America.
You know, it's not bad to just cash in this Hangerback now. Have a 3/3 Hangerback, and when you chump a Tasigur and get 3 more flying chump tokens, he'll stay alive even longer.
I think he needs to make an aggressive play here for this Jace, though.
Oh, yeah. Again, can't be repeating. Only has to send in 3, so that seems to be the consideration. Of course, there is always the fact that Jim might have another Fiery Impulse.
Yeah, I think the thing he's worried about is if he sends in all 4 of them, and we leave 1 guy up plus Hangerby, that we get in a situation where a Fiery Impulse may just get us. But here come the 4 guys now, so we really want to put Jace to 1.
Yeah, I think we're just playing around removal at this point. And yeah, it looks like we're just going to 1 and 1. I'll gain 2. You'll lose 2 guys. Jace will drop to 1. Still alive.
Dang, Hangerby. He's a 3/3.
Hangerby on the 3. Do your worst. End a turn. And activate Tasigur. Land.
1.
Oh!
Is that Colgan's command?
I'll give you...
God.
I guess I'll give you Colgan's command.
Jeez. Oh, could that have been a better Tasigur activation for Jim?
It was pretty good.
He's going to go up
another
1 game.
2 lands or another reach spell would do it.
2 lands or the spell that will kill you this game. You decide.
Seems all right.
What's that? I can only get the spell that's going to kill you? Sure, I'll take it.
Looks like Tickal was on his way to top decking that Wingmate Rock.
Oh, God, stop.
Ugh, brutal.
Oh, at least we get a game 2 out of this. Let's take a look at the sideboards here. Jim and his sideboard for the Jeskai Dark deck. He's running the Infinite Obliteration.
Nice. 1
Virulent Plague, 2 Radiant Flames, 2 Duress, 1 Dragonlord Silumgar, 1 Negate, 2 Dispel, 1 Exert Influence, 2 Disdainful Strokes, and 2 Surge of the Righteousness. So what do you like? Virulent Plague.
I like Virulent Plague.
Sure, that seems strong.
Quite a bit.
Radiant Flames?
Radiant Flames seems pretty good as well.
I'm probably playing it.
Yep.
And then, I don't know if we want to go with the Dispel route or the Disdainful Stroke route.
I think I'd take Disdainful Stroke.
Okay.
I think I'm all right with letting him have the tokens.
Sure.
I don't want him to have the payoffs for the tokens.
Okay.
And Disdainful Stroke takes care of those. Takes care of Wingmate Rocks, takes care of Obnixilis, Soren.
Yeah.
You know. All the stuff that hurts us pretty badly.
Exert Influence? Do we want to bring that in?
No. It's not bad, but I don't think it's necessary.
Okay.
It's more cutesy.
It's kind of sweet to be able to cast it and take his Wingmate Rock.
Sure.
Like take the real rock, not crap token rock.
It's I mean it's something, but we can also just doom it.
Yeah.
Or dig our way out of a jam and just win with value, like Jeskai is known to do.
What do you got on Tickle's sideboard?
Yeah. So Tickle's got 3 Arishan Cleric, 1 Surge of Righteousness, 1 Wingmate Rock, 2 Negate, 2 Disdainful Stroke, 1 Utter End, 1 Dragonlord Silumgar, 1 Ob Nixilis Reignited, 1 Sorin Solemn Visitor, and 2 Duress. Some pretty similar sideboards here for these two.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta say.
Pretty close.
But again, on Tickle's side, I think you know, things like Negate, Duress, ways to disrupt the repeatable value spells that Jeskai Black can cast.
The additional Sorin for sure.
Additional Sorin, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I mean, Surge of Righteousness is actually pretty good, as it can deal with Manus Rider.
Yep.
An Utter End to deal with any threat we're looking down. Even a flipped Jace we can handle. I think
sure.
Utter End's pretty good here too as well. Yeah. No, I mean, all in all, I think Tickle still has to mass tokens and hope to land something significant with that board state.
Yeah, I mean, he's playing definitely a fair deck, so...
Yeah, exactly.
Well, an additional Wingmate Rock, I think, from the side of Tickle would also help as well.
Yeah, so, like, extra Wingmate, extra Sorin, bring in, like... Definitely bring in, like, a Negate.
Sure.
2 Negates, probably. And maybe even the 2 Duresses. I'm not opposed to that.
You like attacking the hand?
I like attacking the hand. Because, I mean, it's one thing if he can Jace it back. It's another if he gets to cast it and then Jace it back. That's not what you want when you play against Jeskai, so...
Matthew Tickle's thoughts on next year and the changing to the format, both the SCG formats and Wizards of the Coast. Classics should pay out more money. And it sucks that there's no more 5Ks. I can agree with both of those statements.
Yeah.
I think Mr. Tickle knows the SCGs in and out, and you know has decided on his kind of opinions. And you know what, the no more 5Ks is pretty terrible. That's kind of a bummer.
Yeah, a little bit.
These tournaments are fun.
They are fun. Fun to watch, fun to play in, and you get to win money.
God, I can't remember the last time I played in a 5K.
What's the issue, you know?
What, me playing, or...
Oh, no, I know why you don't play.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, no, I see the shackles.
Sure.
I know you're bound to. I know you're bound to your job.
Yeah, I'm literally...
literally bound.
Literally bound in the store.
By shackles.
With shackles, yes.
Well, at least they let you out today. You know, it's...
Yeah, it's true.
Get to see outside.
Not bad. I finally got to see the sun.
Yeah.
Yes, that's pretty good.
It's not bad.
So we could see the sideboard here from Jim. Looks like we were notified he took out 4 Fiery Impulses, 2 Crackling Dunes, and 2 Ojutai's commands.
All right.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, pretty lackluster things to deal with a board full of tokens, really. And like I said, I imagine he took in the Virulent Plague, the Radiant Flames, things that
actually deal with the tokens.
Way better equipped to deal with tokens.
Sure.
And like I said, it looks like Tickle's got, you know, like I said, I think he's stayed home for the most part. Just a few utilities in his sideboard he can bring in this matchup to kind of, you know, and I don't even know if it pushes it in his favor. I just think it makes it less impactful against him.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, bringing in Duress doesn't seem great, but it's something.
It's an additional... Yeah,
we need something. I think we hope to just tokens kill you, but...
When did Infinite Obliteration start seeing play? Like, when did that card start sneaking into people's sideboards? Was it strictly for the Jaces?
It certainly helps.
I mean, it seems like it's a great card against it. If you're worried about that...
I named Jace Vern's Prodigy.
So it looks like he put back in the commands and then took out Dragon Master Outcast, which is understandable.
Sure. Not looking to delay this game.
Tickle took out the Knights, 2 Ruinous Path, 2 Painful Truth, and 2 Disdainful Strokes. So he actually took out his main board Disdainful Strokes.
All right.
Interesting. I guess for Tickle that makes sense against Jim's deck. He didn't see anything that Disdainful Stroke is really punishable against, save the Tasigur.
I think Negate... an obvious upgrade, you know. Yeah, save for the Tasigur, which, if things are going our way, I don't think we're facing down, really, if you're Matt Tickle.
Looks like Matt starting with kind of a slower hand here. Looks like a Sorin, a Wingmate Rock in hand. Can't tell if that other card's a hanger back.
Well, so he's got payoff. He just needs ways to make tokens.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's a Silk Wrap and an Utter End, or the two other for Matthew Tickal in his hand.
All right. So he's got some early interaction.
Yeah.
He can deal with a Jace if Jim plays one on turn 2, which is not bad.
Seems good.
That is always the start you look for.
Infinite Obliteration, baby.
It obliterates infinitely. Let me tell you.
That's all it does.
Probably the best named card ever.
It's all it knows how to do.
In Magic.
And speak of the devil, there's a Jace.
Yeah.
We'll probably see the Silk Wrap come out here for Mr. Tickal.
I'd have to say 90% sure that that's going to happen.
Though we do have a Hanger Bee.
We do, but
wow,
Jace.
Holy cow.
Jace is Jace, man.
I've never seen a Silk Wrap fly that far before.
You've got to respect Jace. If there's one thing this format has taught you, it's to respect Jace.
This kind of sets up a good line for us next turn also, where we can... Oh, jeez, never mind. Sorry, I forgot there was going to be the follow-up Jace.
Jace 2.
So, Utter End online here, but I'm pretty sure it's time we start getting out some of our own creatures or powerful planeswalkers.
We're going to Sorin and get ourselves a Vamp token.
Seems strong.
It's fine with me.
Vampire's online.
As long as he can't deal with it and this Sorin gets to stick around, yeah, it's fine with me.
Drew a planes off the top there for Jim. Has to figure out what he wants to discard. It's going to be Radiant Flames. That's interesting.
I'm amazed at how long players actually spend considering Jace's, loot effects.
Yeah. I think that's a testament to just how strong the card is.
It is. Like, it's always... I think if you ever go to time against Jeskai deck, it's because they take so long with their loot choices. Because all their cards are value.
Correct.
Like, you don't want to pitch any of them, but the one you choose to is like, well, I guess I can still play it anyways if it's an instant or sorcery.
If I flip Jace, I can still play him.
So I'm just gonna bin this ultimate price.
I'll eventually get it back.
Again later.
I may get my Radiant Flames back. Who knows?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so let's commit to the 2/2.
Yep, we got a 2/2, a 3/2 with lifelink at the moment.
I'm sorry.
And yeah, can only get bigger and leave a spawn of tokens that become 2/1s.
Correct.
I think that's where we want to be right now, as Jace is going to loot again.
Is this Jace almost online already?
This is a clear choice in the form of a land to pitch.
Yep.
We find land number 5.
Oh.
Mantis Rider, Disdainful Stroke, and an unknown at our disposal.
Mantis Rider feels safe here too.
It does. No flyers. Bye, Sorin.
Jeez, that sucks.
Doesn't it? Welcome to playing against Jeskai Black.
Yeah, this is it, man.
It's not fun.
At least we have the Utter End now for the Mantis Rider if we want it. And we've got double Wingmate Rock in hand.
We've got action, just not a whole lot of board state to punish it with,
Sure.
And I think this Utter End might have to hit a Jace.
Oh, Disdainful Stroke. Good golly.
No Wingmate Rocks for you, Matt Tickal.
Jim, I think let the Hangerback Walker through specifically for that reason. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Not to mention he wants to avoid the 1/1 flyers, but still.
Sure.
Hangerback Walker going to be an 0/2 now. I'm assuming as Jace will most likely go up unless we've got a better play in our yard.
I don't think so. Nothing really we want to get back to kill this Hangerback anyway.
Sure.
I think we're just gonna plus. And then Matt Tickal still has Utter End though for Jace, so. But now we're just getting beaten down by Manises again. Just right back where we started.
God, what kills those things? Radiant Flames? Radiant Flames will kill a Mantis Rider, correct?
It will, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Pending no tricks or pesky Jeskai charms.
Those pesky Jeskai tricks. They can't get us with Disdainful Stroke if we hide behind Radiant Flames.
It's true.
But we've got a Wingmate Rock dose if we want to try to run that out.
I think so.
Or do you go big for the tokens here?
I need to exile something.
Sure.
I need to Utter End something. And Unfortunately, there's no real clear target. And now I can't even get value off my Thopty.
Well, our Thopters are exiled now. Just gone.
Hangerback going to get exiled.
Goodbye.
And now I'm just utter-ending this Jace, if I'm being completely honest.
Yeah.
But,
you just want to get rid of it?
And even that's not great. Because I'm still getting hit for 5 every turn now.
So we're going to pass.
Yeah, we're holding up utter end. We might just throw it at a Hangerback. Or, sorry, Manus Rider.
Sure.
I do think it's suspect to let him get an untap and draw step, though.
I mean, if we're going to utter end the Jace, why aren't we utter ending it
before it can get value? Yeah, exactly. I think Matt is thinking I need to throw this utter end at a creature instead of the Jace. And that's way worse in the long run. But, yeah, I mean, we're taking so much damage if we let these creatures just come through and come through.
Well, we're down to 11 at this point.
All we have is, you know, Wingmate Rock with really no way to get value off a Raid Trigger.
Right.
So, unfortunately, and it's not the best play, I think we need to utter end a Manus Rider. And again, like I said, none of these plays feel great against the Jeskai deck. But we have to do something. And
so there's the other end on the Jace.
I'm gonna go for Jace. Well, good on Matt. He doesn't let, you know, Jace get too much value in that turn, so waits for the attack phase to fire it off.
It's gonna be 15-11. Matthew's gonna untap, seize the draw. Oh man,
it's a land. Surprise.
Here's Wingmate Rock.
Here's a 3/4 for 5.
That's it, though. Just a lowly 3/4.
Yep.
God, Jim with dig, too. Just disgusting.
Dig.
Savage plays here.
We're going to pitch our lands.
Let me go find an answer to this Wingmate Rock real quick. I'll be back with you in just a second with an additional card, and then I'll go my turn.
I don't need my Disdainful Stroke. I don't need Ultimate Price.
Yeah.
Maybe I do want Ultimate Price, yeah, because that's a pretty efficient way to deal. Yeah.
Sure.
And now let me look at 7 cards here. Oh, yeah. There's a Crackling Doom.
Right. I'll take this one. I'll take this one. One seals the deal, kills your creature. The other one allows me to play additional things.
Seems all right.
Welcome to Dig Through time. And why'd they ban it in Legacy again?
Well, because the card quality in Legacy is infinitely better than anything in Standard.
Sure.
So a card like Dig Through Time that can only find suboptimal cards is fair. But when you put it in Legacy, yeah, it's a little unfair. We're going to Doom. Matt takes 2, loses his Rock. We're going to play another Manus Rider.
Stop.
We're going to attack you for 8. You're at 1. Go ahead. It's just so brutal.
It is. This is a beater of a deck, and Matthew Tickal going to scoop up his cards.
Yeah.
Isn't looking pleased.
Not a whole lot went right for him that game.
No.
Granted, a lot of it was Jim disrupting it with his very well constructed top tier deck to beat. So
the deck is good.
The deck is good.
The deck is super good. Congratulations to Jim for winning that round. He'll move on in the tournament. Matthew Tickal going to probably fight it out a few more. We'll be moving into round 4. We've got
2-1 is fine. Hey,
still good.
You're in it.
Still top 8 stuff.
Absolutely.
So. We've got about 18 minutes here left in this round, guys. We'll be moving into round 4 after this. Make sure you stay tuned. We've got a bunch of great standards